Good Monday morning, everybody. It is December the 2nd, and I'm Chris Allen here on the Sam channel. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and X, all sponsored by Ace Hardware Marketplace. Well, I hope that you had a great holiday weekend. I know I did. Family, friends, and just chilling out for Thanksgiving. That was the big thing. Just taking it easy. Having a few days there and even getting some shopping done. Not a whole lot in the way of shopping, but just getting out there and seeing you guys shop, watching you guys shop. That's what I was doing. Watching the people that have money spend money, because that wasn't me. Anyway, I had a good birthday weekend as well. Yeah, turned 62, the big 6-2 this weekend. So yeah, everything's looking really good. Now we're talking about the chance for snow, some actual chances for snow. So let's talk more about that. First of all, let's take a look outside, and I'll show you the way it looks right now at 8:15 a.m. on this Monday, December 2nd. And to look outside, yeah, it looks cold, and it is cold, but it doesn't look like it wants to snow, but it's going to. I think by this afternoon, we're going to begin to see some snow flurries flying around the area. Right now, the Plano cam from my home showing a clear sky and just some chilly conditions going on. But other than that, you wouldn't be able to tell, hey, there's snow coming. But it is coming. This is going to be the first actual sort of measurable type snow, I guess you could say, for our season this time here in 2024, the fall. Remember, it is still the fall, although meteorological winter has begun. That means for the next 3 months, as December 1st starts, then it goes all the way December, January, February. Those 3 months are considered meteorological winter. In other words, those are the 3 months most likely to get winter type weather. So we're in that, even though winter hasn't officially begun on your calendar. That's more of the equinoxes and all that kind of stuff, so that hasn't started yet. We're technically still in fall, and we have 20 something days left of fall before we officially go into winter. But from a meteorological weather standpoint, we're there. We're already into winter, and you'll be able to notice that this afternoon for sure. So let's take a look at what's going to happen here with radar. First of all, let me call that up for you. There it is. The radar not showing anything going on right now, but look what's coming. Here it comes. Let me put this into motion here. In fact, I'll blow it up, put it in the motion so you can see. This is the piece of energy. This clipper system is what we call it. A clipper is just a fast moving cold front with an area of low pressure that just comes on by so fast that we call it a clipper, but sometimes referred to as an Alberta clipper because it comes out of southern Canada, drops down, brings a big load of cold air, and with it just enough moisture to maybe touch off some snow showers. So this clipper system looks to arrive sometime later this afternoon, and with it will come all of that right there is snow. Now, there is a possibility that some places might see a little bit of light rain mixed in at first, but I think for the most part, the way the temperature profiles are looking at the moment, this is all going to be in the form of snow. St. Louis is getting the snow. Carbondale, Illinois, starting to get some flurries right now. All of this is headed our direction as we head into the afternoon and evening. There's some heavier snow that's going on from, say, south of Peoria down to Springfield, Illinois, and over toward Decatur, the Champaign-Urbana area. Eventually, All of this is going to cross over the Wabash River this afternoon and bring us our chance of snow. Now, as you'll note, there are no really winter weather advisories or anything like that out. I don't think it's going to be advisory level stuff because this is a fast moving system. I don't think that it's going to necessarily activate something on that level. But I will tell you that I do think it's going to have a minor impact on roadways and surfaces, especially as we get into tonight, because once that snow falls, we're going to fall down into the teens for overnight lows tonight, and whatever falls is going to stick as we get into late tonight and early tomorrow morning. So don't expect this to be one of those flyaway type systems where, it comes in, we see a little bit of activity, and then it's gone. This, I believe, will stick and will bring us a light coating, a dusting. There may be, if this thing picks up a little bit of banding, what we call banding, where we get this thin line of a little more intensity inside the system. You could see a little banding of up to an inch of snow in some cases, but I think overall this is not going to be a big producer of snow, but just know that that it's cold enough and there's just enough moisture to make this thing happen and not fall apart. And I do think it's because temperatures will dive into the upper teens tonight, then we're most likely to have some sticky snow in the morning. And by sticky snow, I mean it is going to be enough to, cause a little coating on some of the roadways. So I just want you to be aware of that because it is headed our way and temperatures are going to be cold enough for this to take place. Okay. All right. Now let's take a look at the temperatures right now from the Kentucky Mesonet Network. And as you can see, everybody is in the very cold, very frosty 20s. If you're planning on going out this morning, a lot of you are back to work. You already know this, that it's cold and it's going to stay that way. We've established a nice little foundation of colder air, which is going to be with us for a while. Let me blow this up even more. Well, I can't blow that up. Okay. I thought I could. Anyway, it's going to be with us and it's going to establish enough cold air to keep us cold enough for snow. So 20s right now. There is a little bit of a light wind coming in from the south at about 3 to 5 miles per hour. But once that little clipper system approaches, then the winds will begin to pick up and it's going to be even more, it's going to be breezy. It's going to be cold and wind chill factors in there in the teens for this afternoon and tonight across the area. So just know that it's going to be cold enough. This is the first one. The one that happened on Saturday was not cold enough. This one will be cold enough, and there's just enough moisture to bring us a little something. A little something. Okay. It's not going to be too much to get excited about, but I would call it the first, I guess, real chance of snow for this season so far. So there you go. And then look at the model blender here. The next few days, it's going to stay cold, highs in the 30s, lows in the teens and 20s. Excuse me. I'm still dealing with, usually in the mornings, I'm dealing with some of the sinus issue and even more inner ear issues. So I'm still trying to fight that. But I do see a warm up coming eventually. Now, we're going to warm up for one day as we get into Wednesday. A warm front comes in just before the next cold front brings us another chill down into the 30s and lows in the teens and 20s. It is not until the weekend and into next week do I see some real moderation in temperature. That's when we go back into the 40s and 50s, where we should be for this time of the year. Those numbers you see there toward the right-hand side of that graphic, that's where we're supposed to be for temperatures. Not the 30s, not the 20s, not the teens. It's too soon for all of that. But those 40s and 50s, that's where we're supposed to be for this time of the year. So we go from one extreme to the other. It feels like we go from being too warm to too cold. And therefore, that's why all this is all messed up. But anyway, you see how we're going to moderate in the next week with our temperatures, which I think should make things feel a lot better. Okay. Because right now it doesn't feel all that good for me. And those of you that suffer from the sinuses and all that kind of stuff, it's not feeling good right now. So let's take a look at the maps, and you'll be able to see what I'm talking about with this little blanket of snow coming in for tonight. And I do mean a very thin, more like a sheet instead of a blanket. Blankets are kind of thick. A sheet, yeah, it's going to be a little sheet of snow. Full of sheet. Okay. Oh, I didn't mean to say that, did I? Yes, I did. Okay, here's a look at the little blanket of snow coming in, or the sheet of snow. It's a little disturbance. There you see it right now over St. Louis. I showed you where it's snowing in St. Louis right now. This is a fast moving system. Here it is this afternoon, moving in very quickly. And only in the, there's this stronger little piece of energy right in the center of it, that a little more than just maybe a coating of snow might happen. For the drive home this afternoon, there will be, I do think, some snow flurries falling around the area. Here we go into this evening about 6 o'clock. This may be moving a little faster than what is forecast, but it's moving fast. It's going to be out of here by tonight, leaving behind some very cold air. So whatever falls will stick to roadways and to cars and to rooftops. You're going to wake up in the morning and there's going to be this nice little dusting or coating of snow, and it's going to look very nice, but it's not going to necessarily remain that way. Here we go into Tuesday with high pressure. Sunshine will come back. We're going to keep it sunny for a few more days. Here we go into Wednesday, then into Thursday, Friday. Now, Saturday is when we'll start to see some bigger changes taking place. We go from being very cold and a bit frosty to warmer, but with the warmer air will come rain on the backside of that high, and this will be rain. The mixy stuff will be further north, and the snowy stuff will be further north as we get into Saturday. We will be well into the 40s by then, and it won't be cold enough for us to get snow out of this. There could be something that when the colder air takes over, maybe on Sunday, there could be a little on the back end of it, but otherwise we go into Sunday, Monday of next week, and everything is dry, but it will be much warmer. So anything that falls tonight is going to be what we see as far as snow for several days to come. And again, it's not going to be that big of a deal. It'll be enough of an impact to cause maybe an icy spot on a road or a bridge or an overpass later tonight, early tomorrow morning. But beyond that, probably not. It will be in the teens tomorrow night, which means it's going to get cold enough for it to stick. But if you're looking for something that's going to be a big travel hazard, something that's just going to be, tracking snow, big, deep, no. This is not that. So I hate to disappoint you, but that's the way I see it right now. All right, you guys have a great day. Thank you as always. And I'll see you tonight at 5, 6, and 10 on News 40 WNKY.